Hi everybody, welcome to Teaspoon Retro. I'm your host, Teaspoon, and today I'm back with another video featuring our foodie beauty. Yep, she's got something to tell us. Wonder what that's gonna be. Do we sniff yet another cycle beginning on the horizon? Let's find out.
Hi, we interrupt this program for a special announcement.
Shut the fuck up!
I know, I look awful.
No shit.
This is my messed up sleep pattern face. I'm always tired, always. Which is why
Always tired because you're eating a lot of crap, you don't have a proper sleep schedule. That's right off the top of my head. That's probably two of the main factors. The diabetes and the high blood sugar levels, that's also going to make you tired. You're not doing yourself any favours whatsoever.
I haven't really been doing, as much content the past few days, like going out, live streaming, blah, 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 I want to talk to you guys about something that I'm going to be doing.
Oh boy, what's it going to be this time? How long is it going to last for? Half an hour? 2 hours? A day? At most?
Starting tomorrow when I wake up. This is something, look, I know I look crazy to you guys.
Look crazy, act crazy, all crazy.
Because I've tried this many times. Now, I want to do a medical fast. I want to do it because...
Oh geez, not one of these again. Are you doing another water fast? Oh, for God's sake. It's like round and round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows.
I'm somebody who I really just believe in it. Like, I've done a lot of research on the benefits, watched a lot of documentaries of people who have done
Translation: I've watched a lot of TikTok, and that's as far as the research and the documentaries will have gone.
Prolonged water fasts. I completed a 5-day water fast shortly after I first started my YouTube channel. I think.
No, you did not. You even said you didn't. See? She forgets that she lied. And then she forgets that she recanted the lie.
Back in 2018, and I remember it was hard, but I remember the mental clarity I had, how shiny my hair and skin was just glowing, and I remember like how good I was feeling. And I feel that, like, I truly believe in my mind.
Debatable, because you didn't do the water fast in the first place, so how can you have reaped the benefits of anything when you didn't actually do it in the first place? Chantal, just go back to Canada. Stop with the fad diets and the water fasts. Go home and get proper inpatient treatment.
That it's the only way to, like, really heal my body. Like, completely heal it. So what I would be doing with this fast, it wouldn't be a eating disorder. It wouldn't be any of that. It would be medical and also religious.
It'd be a medical water fast. So you're being monitored by a doctor? A health professional then, I take it? Somehow I doubt it.
It'd be a way to become more spiritual, connected to God, and even though
I think I can smell shite.
like, yeah, it's Ramadan fasting, but this is like prolonged, and like apparently after a certain amount of time the mental clarity just keeps enhancing, and it I can't explain it. Like, I don't have any energy right now, but
can't explain it because has absolutely no idea, because didn't even really take the time to absorb anything that she probably heard. Doesn't really believe in it, but it's just thinking, oh fuck, I better come up with something, I don't know, guys, because, you know, that Santa Cook's put a video out and it showed how many calories, and I had 57 million grams of sodium, and that really makes me look bad, so I better pretend I'm on a water fast for a bit, don't I? Yeah, because otherwise it's going to look like everybody's really right about me, and the fact that I do eat like tons and I can't control myself, and I've got to try and sort of stop people from thinking that.
If you look up, there's a man, Angus Barbieri. He was a Scottish guy, a Scottish man, and he has the world record for the longest fast. And he was over 400 pounds. He did, I think, 382 days or something like that fasting.
So I looked this guy up, and he did do a fast for 382 days. That was in 1965. He was checked into the University Department of Medicine at the Royal Infirmary of Dundee, weighing 207 kilograms or 32.5 stone. And he was given nutrients throughout. So it's really very important, and I can't stress that enough, that he was consistently and regularly monitored and given multivitamins throughout. In the 60s, it wasn't unusual for long-term fasts to be studied frequently. But there were other studies from this time where patients experienced heart failure and in some cases actually died of starvation. So that's why, for one thing, nobody should attempt anything like this by themselves. Now, I'm not saying Foodie's going to do that for 382 days, but what I'm saying is it's really important that that's properly checked out beforehand, and that she does have proper medical supervision, because there's a lot of other factors here that's got to be taken into account, not least all her other comorbidities, which we have no idea of whether Angus Barbieri had that problem, had any of those existing complications or not.
Mostly just water and some other supplements, but no food. And I believe, well, I'll show you a picture. He lost all of the weight, of course. And
immediately, this is my point. Foodie recounts only half the story and completely leaves out the negative consequences which could have arisen from such a fast. And that's why it's really important that people just don't take at face value what somebody else says, that they actually go and research things first themselves before just taking Chantal's or anybody else's word for it.
I believe in autophagy. So autophagy just means self-eating, and basically your body gets rid of all of the damaged cells in your body, and autophagy actually also reverses aging, and it can.
Oh, blooming heck. Okay, guys, just right from the off, misinformation. The misinformation spouted here is absolutely ridiculous. Body cells are in a constant state of renewal anyway. That's just part of our biology. So saying that it's going to sort of have those sort of benefits that you describe, Foodie, is not very accurate. That's putting it mildly. Reverses aging? No. People have been seeking the answers to eternal youth for thousands of years, Foodie. not so many years back, they actually thought radium, which was like radium infused water, they thought, which was called Radithor, they thought that was the cure-all and the best thing to have, because it would make you feel full of energy and youthful. And oh boy, did they find out the hard way that that wasn't the case. The fact that they say it's going to counteract the effects of aging is absolutely nonsensical, and I don't believe for 1 second that there is a proper scientific study out there that proves that to be the case.
And this is backed by scientific evidence, which is easily Googleable as well. So I believe in that as a way of healing. In Islam, we believe in fasting as a way of healing, and I've always believed that. I've talked about this on my channel, ad nauseum, many times. I've tried to do a fast and I failed. And I get laughed at, and you can laugh.
And let's face it, if all it took was drinking a bit of water and we could all make ourselves look, 16 again, or in our early 20s when we're in our 50s, good grief, everybody would be doing it. So, it's just not the case, is it really?
At me, I don't really care. I'm going to just keep trying because it's something I believe in. And it's something that I know if I can do, I want that mental, I want to just not think about food for a good month. I'm going to keep going with the fast until I can. As long as I can. I'm not going to set a time limit or whatever.
All I can say is, by not setting a minimum or maximum of how long she's going to do it for, that sets it up right away for the case of, after a couple of days of turning around and saying, oh guys, I really tried, I really did, and I just couldn't do it, it's just too much. Might as well not announce these things in the first place, Foodie, and just save everybody the whiplash of you flip-flopping from one thing to another.
So yeah, Angus Barbieri. And, somebody brought that up in my chat, and it was funny because I was actually, it's like they were reading my mind, because I was actually thinking of trying to restart another fast. And I think it's the only way to fully reset. You can reset your immune system. You can reset your immune system in just a few days of fasting. I'm gonna have just water.
I think I can smell shite.
I might add some electrolytes to that, like some sea salt after a while, but for now just water, mineral water, bottled water, whatever.
See, she really understands very little about this, and this is just one of the reasons why she'd never undertake anything like this without first taking advice from a doctor. And I don't believe for 1 second that Foodie's taken any advice from a doctor whatsoever. We know how adverse she is to going towards doctors and listening to and taking any of their advice. She tends to do the exact opposite. So it's an incredibly risky thing to be doing in her position.
And I'm actually excited because
I'm so excited, ooh, and I just can't hide it.
I'm just relieved that I won't have to think about food. I won't have to plan what I'm going to eat.
Oh, believe me, on a water fast, you will be thinking about food. That's a definite. You think about food constantly, Foodie. It is your content, your channel. Hours upon hours of live streams, and all you talk about is food. If you're going to sort of suddenly stop talking about food and you're going to stop indulging any kind of food in that chat, where's your content? What happens if someone asks you to eat something on a cameo? You're going to refuse the cameo? Or will you just quietly do that off camera and just pretend that you're still fasting when you're not? Predictably anyway, I think it'll be very apparent whether Foodie is following a water fast or not, given purely her mood, which, if she doesn't have anything to eat for a couple of days, she is going to turn into a screaming banshee of fury that Salah will absolutely cower before, because he'll have never seen anything like it. You know, it'll make all of her past tantrums look like mildly upset episodes by comparison. I think the moral of this story is, Salah, be afraid. Be very, very, very afraid.
I won't have to worry about meals. I'm just going to let my body do its own thing. The body's an amazing healer. So I'm just going to be fasting and praying and sharing my journey with you.
Sure, Jan.
I will say that I'm not encouraging anyone to do this. This is my own journey. Please be careful if you choose to embark on any kind of fasting journey.
Please, guys, just don't undertake anything like this whatsoever without first taking advice from a medical professional. Can't underline that enough. Do not listen to Foodie. Foodie is absolutely horrific at giving advice.
I did talk to a doctor about that the last time I went, and that was actually my big plan for my big lifestyle change, was actually to do a big fast.
No, it wasn't, and you didn't even go and see a doctor last time, so...
I think I can smell shite.
And, you know, the doctor kind of just looked at me like, you know, but it said to monitor my blood sugars. Like, you know, a doctor can only, they can't force you to not do something, so they just try to give you whatever advice they can.
What are you, fucking nuts?
So I'll be monitoring my blood sugar. Although with them being so high, I really doubt that it'll ever dip too low. Actually,
which again is another reason that you should have gone to the diabetes classes, because you would have understood how your medication works in lowering blood sugars, and what skipping meals, infrequent eating the wrong things, water fasts, the sort of impact that can have on someone who has diabetes. You'd know that if you'd gone to the classes, but you didn't, and therefore you're operating under the erroneous assumption that your blood sugars are consistently high regardless of whether you're eating or not. What really happens is with blood sugars is that they will fluctuate, and they tend to fluctuate based on what you take in. So if you're not eating to excess and you're watching your carbs and you're watching your sugars, then you're probably going to find that your blood sugars are going to be lower and more stable. But if you're eating the kind of crap that you've been eating these past 8 years, they are going to be consistently high. But that doesn't mean in a water fast that they won't completely swing the other way. And especially because you're on medication to lower those blood sugars. That's going to have a very different effect on you if the only thing you're taking in is water. It really is incredibly dangerous. And again, like I say, it proves that she hasn't spoken to a doctor about it, because she has no idea about how blood sugars work, about how fasting can impact on the blood sugars. That's why they advised you not to fast during Ramadan, Foodie, because abstaining from food, those blood sugars could go very low, particularly with the medication.
I plan on completely reversing my type 2 diabetes by the end of this fast.
Sorry, say again. Let me rewind that. I thought I heard something completely stupid and ridiculous, and I must not have heard right. Hang on.
Actually, I plan on completely reversing my type 2 diabetes.
You honestly think, Foodie, that after 8 years of consistently high blood sugars and all the other comorbidities you have, that it's going to be as simple as doing a water fast for 30 days or however many days, and poof, your diabetes will be instantly reversed? Don't you think for 1 second, if it was that easy, that tons of people wouldn't have tried it? And there is undoubtedly early enough in a diagnosis where there is a possibility that you might be able to reverse type 2. And I say that with strongest possible terms of possibility, because you might have had diabetes for a while and have not realised it. But in your case, Foodie, it's too little too late. It's far too late. You cannot undo the damage that you've done to your body.
But a lot of that will depend on how I eat after. And how I'm planning to eat after is whole, clean food. That's it. And water.
Oh, déjà vu.
In fact, Foodie, we've been here so many times before, and I'm getting such a strong sense of deja vu. I'm beginning to wonder if it's a glitch in the Matrix.
Maybe fresh juices. But whole foods, whole clean foods, probably mostly plant-based. Mostly, but not entirely. Just an array of really healthy food, like whole, real food. So but I won't think about that now. I don't know. So yeah, I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I know I look incredibly tired. I don't think I've ever looked this bad. Like, just remember this face. Because after my fast, I'm gonna look a lot better.
Right.
The initial 3 days is so hard. Like, it's... If I have the mental fortitude to do this, to get through these first few days, you can do anything in life if I can do this. I'm telling you. Let this give you hope if I can do this. For those of you who are like, oh, this is stupid, blah, blah, blah. I know there's people who are going to be against it. This is not something that people... it's not popular. And, you know, I'm going to be seen as attacking people who get weight loss surgery, and that's just not what I'm doing. But this is my opinion on it. And to me, it's more radical to cut half of your stomach out than to just try water, to try to heal your body and try to lose weight. But that's how I feel, you know. I don't mean to sound arrogant with that. That's just my opinion. So I am 100% confident that if I can succeed at this, I will reverse my diabetes. I will be extremely healthy.
Right.
And I am 100,000 million% positive, Foodie, that you won't.
I will be a new me. It'll be like shedding skin. It'll be like a molting bees. Anyway, all right, so that's all I wanted to say. So I'm going to be doing that. So I guess I'll just update you guys daily. My starting weight, highest I've been, I think, in Kuwait. Higher than...
Forgot to insert the starting weight. That's kind of a problem to begin with, isn't it? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Whatever figure it is, it's another one of those things that's pure fantasy, really. It'd just be the highest number that you'd be comfortable enough with showing. And if you're never going to be honest from the outset, then nothing's ever going to change.
I'm hoping I can prove everyone wrong, and be a living example of also how this can help and heal. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Oh, I have to hide my chin though.
That's not enough.
Alright guys, that's the end of that video, and blimey. Yep, what insanity, eh? Going down this route again, thinking that this is going to be the cure-all, when it isn't. And it will never be. Because Foodie'S issues are so much deeper than just, you know, liking a lot of cake or just eating big portions. There's a component to it that's deeply rooted within her psychology, and the only way that she's reasonably ever going to be able to overcome these issues is with a multifaceted approach. She's going, and that is with proper professionals, inpatient treatment, and they would address all those different areas in which Foodie needs the tools to help her overcome. Without it, it's just more of the same, and we're just going to be round and round and round again, and then eventually it's just going to run out of time. And that's why everybody's telling you to go back home, Foodie, because you're running out of time, love. You really are. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by and listening to me waffle on. I hope you're all having a good day, and continue to have a good day. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon for more madness. Alright. See you later, guys. Bye.